CRT's got some splaining to do. What's good, my boys? It's your old man, Papa, back on the mic for the Boys, where we hack through the world's nonsense with a dull axe and a grin to say, "Nice try, pal." Today we're diving into the critical race theory swamp, CRT. The buzzword that's got folks either preaching like it's gospel or swinging at it like it's a piñata. Some call it truth. Others say it's a hate-fueled jab at white folks. Me, I'm leaning toward the piñata. And I'm gonna break it open in 5 points with that side-eyed humor you boys love. So, grab a brew, kick back, and let Papa, strumming his guitar like a man fighting a losing battle, lay it out for you. One, systemic racism. CRT's big opening act. All right, boys. CRT's got a story to tell, and it ain't about your neighbor calling someone a name at the bar. They say racism's baked into the system. Laws, schools, banks, all rigged to keep white folks sitting pretty while everyone else is scraping for scraps. Sounds like a college lecture, sure. But here's where it gets dicey. When you say the system's built for white people, you're kind of saying every white guy's cashing checks for the oppression bank, whether he's a CEO or a dude flipping hamburgers. Hateful? Maybe not in the professor's office. But when you're slapping a whole race with the oppressor tag, it's gonna feel like a backhand to the boys out there hustling. 2. CRT's history's got one villain. Guess who? CRT's taken a red pen to history. They're saying the Constitution, the Founding Fathers, hell, even Betsy Ross sewing the flag, it's all part of a grand scheme to keep white power locked in. Slavery, redlining, Jim Crow, KKK, all Democrat inventions, by the way. All on the whiteboard as proof America's built on a big racist lie. Now, history's got its scars, no question. But CRT's spinning it like white folks were out here plotting like cartoon bad guys. Your uncle, who busted his ass driving a truck, gets tossed in the same villain pile just 'cause he's pale. Parents, they're raging. Kids coming home from school thinking their great-grandpa was a Klansman. That ain't teaching, boys. That's a shakedown. When you make one race the fall guy for every wrong, don't be shocked when it feels like a spit in the eye. 3. Whiteness, the big bad wolf. Here's where CRT cranks up the heat, boys. They say, whiteness ain't just your skin, it's a whole power grab, a golden ticket to the good life. Some scholar called it property, like you're stashing privilege in your toolbox next to the duct tape. Sounds like a wild theory, right? But when you're saying being white is the root of the problem, you're not just talking systems, you're pointing fingers. Whiteness is the new scarlet letter. And I'm sitting here strumming out on my old out-of-tune guitar thinking, man, that's a hell of a way to make the boys feel like they're bad guys just for showing up. Hateful? keep calling someone's race a sin, and you're not analyzing. You're starting a bar fight. Four, equities bill, guess who's footing it? Now, CRT ain't just whining, they got fixes. Affirmative action, reparations, all that equity talk to right history's wrongs. Sounds absurd, especially when you see it in action. White kids getting passed over for college 'cause diversity quotas, or some poor schmuck losing a gig for failing to check a DEI box. Supreme Court even dropped a hammer in 23, saying race-based admissions are a no-go. When your big solution means telling Tommy he's got to sit out 'cause his skin's too light, that's gonna stir up some bad blood. CRT is pushing policies that feel like a tax on being white. And boys, that's where the hate vibe starts sticking like mud on your boots. Ain't about justice. It's about flipping the script and subjecting. 5, schools and the great guilt trip. Last one, boys. It's a doozy. CRT's creeping into classrooms, not always by name, but you feel it. Kids are getting lessons on white privilege or how America's a racist machine before they can tie their shoes right. Homework where little Johnny's got to write about how his whiteness is holding back his classmates. I'm serious, boys. Kids come home from school crying, thinking they're the devil 'cause they're white. That's not learning. That's a mind game. When you're making a kid feel like trash for his skin, you're not building a better world. You're setting up a grudge match. CRT's defenders say it's just truth-telling, but truth don't need to kick a 10-year-old in the teeth to make a point. And it's not even the truth. It's a bald-faced lie. All right, boys. Let's wrap this up before my guitar strings snap from embarrassment. CRT's pitching itself as a deep dive into America's dirty laundry. But it's got a bad habit of painting white folks as the stain that won't come out. From calling out whiteness like it's a crime to be pushing policies that feel like a penalty for being born. It's screaming anti-white. Hateful? When you're shaming kids, siding out workers, and writing history like a one-sided rap sheet, you're lighting a match in a room full of gas. So boys, keep your eyes peeled, your drinks frosty, and your BS monitor on full blast. This is Papa for the boys, strumming his sorry-ass guitar and signing off for the boys. Stay tough, stay true, and we'll catch you next time.